Gerrish, and I've been selling real estate for over 13 years. I also work in the data science consulting field, and I have analyzed a ton of data. I've narrowed down the process of selling a home to a science. I want to talk about the first science, which is the science of pricing. Because without proper pricing, the rest of it doesn't even matter. The science of beauty, the science of negotiation. It's not going to matter if we have nobody coming to your house because people think your house is overpriced. So let's talk about price. So the first thing we do to determine a sales price is to study past sales. The second thing we do is to check the speed of the market. The speed of the market is going to tell us two things. The first thing the speed of the market tells us is it helps us determine how far back we actually need to study when we're looking at those past sales. If the market is moving fast, we will have enough data in just a month or 1 to 3 months, right? If the market is moving slower, we may have to go as far back as 6 months to determine good sales price. We need a good sample size in order to determine price. The second thing the speed of the market shows us is it helps us actually determine if we can price your house for more than what the market was doing or if we need to price it for less than market was doing. The market is an ebb and flow. So the faster the market is moving, the more of a possibility it is for us to price your home for more. The slower the market is moving helps us determine if we should price it for less than what the market showed. And if we're at a pretty good rate, we should probably keep it for what the other houses have been selling for, what the actual comps have been. So there is a science in determining if we should push the market or not. So pushing the market, it can be a really great thing if the market is moving fast and we think that we can price for more than what the other houses have been closing for. There's going to be a response to that, and the market is going to tell us if it's a good idea or not, because there's going to be basically 3 things that happen when we push the market. One is we go on the market and we go through all the other steps and the other science of selling a home. And if everything is in line and the market is going to bear that increase in price, you're going to get an offer. The other thing that could happen is that we're going to get people through. They're going to look at the house, but we're not going to get an offer. And it all kind of determines on what price range we're in. Are we at 250, 350? Are we luxury? And that's going to kind of determine how many people in a certain amount of time that come through the house before I say, hey, we're overpriced and we need to consider a price reduction. And how much of a reduction are we going to get? So if we have that traffic and we're getting a certain amount of people in a certain amount of time, depending on what price range you're in, then it's probably going to be around 3%. 3% is we have the traffic, we're not getting an offer, we're about 3% overpriced. Now, if we push the market and we raise that price and nobody is coming through, that means we are about 6% or could be even more off of where the buyers are. So again, 3 things could happen if we try and push the market. You're going to get an offer. We're going to get people through, but we're not going to get an offer, or we're not going to get people through at all. So those are the 3 things that could happen when we try and get more money than where the market kind of was bearing as it shows us in the comps. So if you sell a house with me, I kind of put it in writing when we list the house, and I have it in writing that say, here's where I think the house is going to sell at. This is where the market's at now. If we're going to push the market, these are the things to consider. And if we don't get an offer by X many of days or X number of visitors, then we need to do a price reduction. And I write that into my contract because my job is to sell your house and not to keep it sitting on the market for 6 months. So you have to understand that there is a science to it, and that is part of my process if you work with me. So if you're interested in learning about the other steps, the other science of selling a home, continue watching my videos. I'm going to go over the next step, and that is the science of beauty.